students, in last lecture we have discussing the mathematical derivation of current gain factors. So in last lecture we have discussed the various flux components, minority carrier distribution and different current gain factors or different current densities factors in an NPN transistor. Now in this lecture we will discuss the common base current gain. The common base DC current gain is defined as alpha naught is equal to IC upon IE. This is equation number 1. So the DC common base current gain is defined by this formula, alpha naught is equal to IC upon IE. If we assume the active cross section area of the collector and emitter is same, then we may write this common base current gain in terms of current densities. So one may write this alpha naught as alpha naught is equal to JC upon JE. If the active area of the collector and active area of the emitter is same, then this alpha naught, which is equal to IC by IE, which may be, one may write as alpha naught is equal to JC upon JE, that is collector current density upon emitter current density. But this JC may be again written as it is equal to JNC plus JG plus JPCO upon JNE plus JR plus JPE. This is equation number 2. And all these entities we have discussed in last lecture. So primarily we are interested in determining how collector current will change with change in emitter current. So for the small signal or the sinusoidal signal, the common base current gain is defined as, for small signal, the common base current gain defined as alpha is equal to dou JC by dou JE. So again this small change in collector current density as a function of small change in emitter current density will be written as JNC upon JNE plus JR plus JP. This is equation number 3. So in this equation number 3, as we have not considered this JG and JPCO because the reverse biased base collector currents JG and JPCO are not the function of emitter current. So we may write this equation number 3 as alpha is equal to JNE upon JNE plus JPE. JNE plus JPE bracket complete into JNC upon JNE bracket complete into JNE plus JP upon JNE plus JR plus JPE. So this is equation number 4b. So here in this equation number 4b, these extra entities we have introduced, that is JNE in the denominator as well as numerator, also JNE plus JP in denominator as well as numerator. So the meaning of this equation number 3 and equation number 4b are one and the same. So again this equation number this is equation number 4a. So this equation number 3 and equation number 4a is one and the same, and one may write this alpha as gamma into alpha t into delta. So this is equation number 4b. So by observing this equation number 4a and 4b, one may write gamma is equal to JNE upon JNE plus JP So this factor gamma is known as emitter injection efficiency. This is equation number 5a, and this factor gamma is known as emitter injection efficiency. Emitter injection efficiency. Then this factor alpha t is equal to JNC upon JNE. JNC upon JNE. So this is equation number 5b, and this factor alpha t is known as base transport factor. Base transport factor. Again, this factor delta, which is equal to JNE plus JP upon JNE plus JR plus JP. This is equation number 5c, and this factor delta is known as recombination factor. This factor delta is known as recombination factor. So we would like to have the change in collector current be exactly same the change in emitter current, or ideally this factor alpha, which is known as common base current gain, which is equal to 1. And when is alpha equal to 1? When this change in collector current and change in emitter current, when they become same, this alpha will be equal to 1. However, from this equation number 3, it shows that the alpha will always be less than unity, and the goal is to make alpha as close as unity as possible. And in order to achieve this goal, one must make this equation number 4b nearly equal to 1. So in order to make this alpha nearly equal to 1, one should make each and every factor nearly equal to 1. So the emitter injection efficiency factor, which is given by this gamma, emitter injection efficiency factor, which takes into account the minority carrier hole diffusion current in the emitter. This emitter injection efficiency factor, as it takes into account the minority carrier hole diffusion current, and this current is a part of emitter current, but this does not contribute to the transistor action, and the JPE is not part of the collector current. Also, the base transport factor, which is given by alpha T, it takes into account any recombination of excess minority carrier electrons in the base. So ideally, when achieve, or we want the no recombination in the base, in order to make this alpha nearly equal to 1, and the recombination factor delta, this delta, which is the recombination factor, it takes into account the recombination in the forward biased base emitter junction. The current JR contributes to the emitter current but does not contribute to the collector current. So this is all about the common base current gain, and these are all factors which are responsible in order to make this common base current gain, which one must achieve nearly equal to 1 in order to make the work the transistor properly, or which will help or which take into part for the transistor action. So with this I will stop here, and in next lecture we will see the actual derivation for current gain factors. Thank you.